Hey there, y'all. I'm right outside my Carnivore Comfort Cuisine kitchen right now, on my way to the herb garden. This is my favorite place to be. I love herbs, I love flowers. I just love being outside, mostly walking barefoot, but I'm not today, so I can connect with the earth's energies. You might notice the cardinal garden flags all around. They're a symbol of my father. Dad loved cardinals, and we believe the cardinals come to visit us. We've got the bird feeder. Every morning they come to visit us. We put out the buffet for them, and I just love being out in the sunshine, getting vitamin D, getting fresh air, and on the way now to my herb garden. You know, I've been studying and using herbs for the last 40 years, and I believe in herbs. I am not giving up my herbs because I believe there's a synergistic relationship between the healing powers of meat and the healing powers of herbs. The reason I want to continue using herbs is not only just for the flavoring of meat, it's because of the healing powers of being able to have your body be fed heart and soul, and it's just every herb bearing seed on earth God put here for us, so I'm going to keep using them. Right now, it's not all herbs in the garden. There's a lot of flowers, as well as lemon and orange trees for my mom, but the sun is taking a toll. I'm here today to cut some fresh parsley. It's used for a garnish, and what I'm going to be cooking today, and that is a carnivore nacho platter, but using pork rinds instead of nachos. So that's all it took, just a little handful, and I'm just gonna, sprinkle a few over the top just for some savoir-faire. But I've also got over here, I've got rosemary that I use a lot with steak. I love making rosemary infused butter. There's a blueberry bush for mom. It's not doing too good, but I've got oregano right here. That's kicking butt. And I've also got right back here some basil. Something's eating up my basil. I gotta check that out. Usually I use peppermint oil instead of bug spray to get rid of bugs. But as you can see, you are welcome here to Reen's garden. And into the garden I go to lose my mind and feed my soul. And I really do feel fed when I walk out in the garden. So I'm gonna walk back into the kitchen now. Come on and join me. There's a seat at the table waiting for you. Hey there, we're back in the kitchen now. I've just got some fresh parsley from the herb garden, and now I'm finishing up frying up the meat. Now this is a combination of ground chuck and brisket, which is my favorite combination. Just adds this yummy little crunch that's just so good that I like with my hamburger. Now all I'm doing here to make this a Mexican nacho platter is I'm going to add a little bit of seasonings that you typically find in Mexico. Love my garlic. I used to use garlic for my daughter when she was little to help her pump up that immune system, and garlic is the king of all healing herbs. But also got a little chili powder. Just sprinkle a little bit. You really just have to do it to your own taste, however spicy you like it. Cayenne pepper. Talk about king of the herb kingdom. That is so good for so many things. Not doing too much yet, but I do have this taco seasoning mix, but I only use just a little dab of it because I really prefer to put my own seasonings in it. Wish I had some cilantro right now. That would just be the icing on the cake, but I don't. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of extra kick here with some taco. See how much wasn't much at all. So okay, we're going to finish this up, and basically, folks, that's it. You just got to put it all together. So I've got some pork rinds that have been heating up in the oven, and now I'm just going to assemble it all and be ready for munchy heaven. I'm going to let that cool a second. I need to grab my oven mitt. Don't go away. Coming right back. Here I come. I'm going to pull those pork rind nachos out of the oven. Set them right here. And then we're going to begin to assemble. But look at the plate I've got to assemble on. This is my favorite plate that my daughter accidentally left here and I confiscated it because I love the saying on it. You are special today. And that's one of the messages I like to spread every day with all of you here. You are special. Every single solitary one of you is special. And especially special to me. But you're special to the Lord who made you. And we each are different masterpieces. We were created uniquely and wonderfully, and we're so full of our own gifts and our potential for happiness. So that's what I love to encourage each of you to access every morning, each morning when you wake up. So here's our plate. Okay, first I'm gonna spoon some of the nachos on it. What I love about this also is that it's something you can just fix up so quick. You don't even have to heat up the nachos, but I like them when they're warm and gives them that extra little crisp that we all love. Hold on a second, let's just get straight to the point here. I'm not gonna use all of these right now because I want you to be able to dip into it and not mess. And, oh yeah, by the way, this is one portion. This isn't for a crowd, at least not for me right now. But, okay, here it comes. We have our taco seasoned meat. I'm just gonna take that and just pour it all over. Even the grease, folks, even the grease. You know the good in all those fats. Oh yeah, starting to look wonderful already. What do you think you're doing, mister? Okay, let me see if I can do this. Yep. Sorry, excuse my fingers. It's just for me anyway. Okay, now I've got some raw cream cheese, got from the dairy farm. Me and Mom took a drive out there the other day, and you know, it's a 45-minute drive, but it's worth it because I get all of my raw dairy products there. I don't completely use raw dairy products because of the drive out there. I run out of the stuff sometimes, so I do sacrifice and have some pasteurized things, but I do prefer raw because of the nutritional value and the fact that it's live. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my fingers here, folks. No. Get off that spoon. Okay, now what's gonna happen too here that's good is that the meat is hot and it's gonna melt the cheeses. Come on. It's probably about enough. I don't know about you, but if you're gonna eat dairy, you might as well eat it right, and that means eat a lot of it. Okay, that's good. Okay. And then, excuse my fingers, folks. I'm just gonna go for it here. Grated cheese. This happens to be a Tex-Mex mix of Tillamook. I really like this Tillamook when I'm going pasteurized. One thing I like is the fact that it has the very thick grated as opposed to the thin shredded, which I think they tend to put flour in to keep it separated. But this, let me see what kind of cheese is in here, and I can't read it right. I see cheddar, I see Jack, Monterey Jack, and there's another creamy Mexican cheese. But it's really good. I think you'll like it too. Okay, here comes the real hard part, folks. Just spread those babies all over. Oh yeah, see? Are we looking good yet? I mean, come on. Aren't you ready for a bite? I am. What do you think? I like it real cheesy though, because once you start taking the top off, you want all the same things to fall through the nachos and into the bottom. And now I'm just gonna do a little garnish of parsley. Just for, you know, parsley helps you digest things better. It's good for your gut. So we're just gonna sprinkle just for a little dash. I think that's looking pretty good. What about you? I'm glad you joined me out in the herb garden today. In future episodes, I'm gonna get into a little bit more education about just how magically medicinal herbs are and why I've used them for the last 40 years, and you know, some of the good stories I've had where they really do heal you and they're powerful, and I wouldn't be without them. But here we go. My carnivore nachos platter. Now, let me just tell you, you don't have to use only hamburger. You could use chicken, make like chicken fajitas and do little chicken bits all over. You could do pulled pork all over. You could do steak bits all over. Any kind of meat that you prefer, you could even do shrimp, saute some shrimp and throw it all in. You could do them separately, you could mix them all together, wherever your fancy lies. Aren't we having fun? I'm so glad you're here. This is so exciting to be connecting with each of you face to face in my kitchen. The real me. Here I am, folks. I love you and I hope you love me too. And I hope you'll join me again for another episode in my Carnivore Comfort Cuisine Kitchen with Reen. And please don't forget to subscribe as you have a heavenly day. Love ya.